Søren Kierkegaard was both a romantic and a theologian, and this is a very volatile mixture. He was a religious philosopher and also a bitter, ironic humorist who wrote a body of work that stands rather halfway between literature and philosophy. It's sometimes difficult with particularly inventive writers to tell exactly what genre we would like to assign them to. My inclination would be to say that Kierkegaard is a theologian with the soul of a poet and the analytical abilities of a philosopher. And bringing all these together at a time when deism has collapsed and the Enlightenment hope that religion and reason could be reconciled means that he is standing at a pivotal point in the history of Western thought and Western theology. And for better or worse, there are few people with the same degree of religious intensity as Kierkegaard. If you know the history of Western thought and you are familiar with the work of Pascal, or if you're familiar with the work of Tertullian, you will have some idea of the depth and fanaticism, if you will, of Kierkegaard's commitment. Pascal, anguished and seeking for a way out of this world, gave everything to his religious commitment. Tertullian, the great father of the church, said, "I believe because it is absurd." Well, Kierkegaard's thinking is very much along those lines. He is a romantic who is willing to forsake the tradition of Western rationality and Western science and the whole Athenian tradition because he feels that it has corrupted the tradition of Western religion and Christianity has been gradually eroded by the inclusion of certain rational tendencies which are derived from Greek philosophy. Now, he himself was a very, very peculiar individual. Like so many romantic writers, he had a troubled personal life, and his psyche was constantly the scene of intense strain and torment and anguish, a characteristic stance for romantic writers. If you know the work of Keats or Shelley or Byron, romantic difficulties mean psychic tensions, psychic problems, which manifest themselves in different ways in their work. Well, Kierkegaard's manifestations of his psychic difficulties, of his own personal spiritual journeys, comes out in some very peculiar ways. In the first place, he insisted that truth is subjectivity, which is a remarkable idea, and his work in this respect is a precursor to existentialism. He says that you ultimately cannot reconcile religious belief and reason will not be a satisfactory guide for the conduct of your life. He is going to turn his back on the traditions of the Enlightenment and try and form a new connection between deep subjectivity and powerful passion and religious belief. In other words, what he's doing is abandoning the project of the Enlightenment and trying to ask some new questions about theology and philosophy.